Hey guys, it's Chardonnay, aka Model Citizens. As you can see by the title, this video is for all my tall women out there. Reason I'm doing this video is because there was a thread on Twitter that it was called #TallQueens. I don't really get on Twitter that much, but when I seen this, I was like, hold on, because this is right up my alley. Not only is it supporting women, but also it's supporting tall women. So I'm like, of course, I have to post in this thread. So I posted a picture because that's what you're supposed to do, was post a picture and then put your height. And when I tell you my Twitter blew up, like, I don't even use Twitter. I'm not really on Twitter like that. But my Twitter blew up from retweets, likes, DMs, then messages on my Instagram. So I wanted to make this video because I got so many messages of young women or just women in general that were like, man, how are you so confident in being so tall? So I kind of wanted to address all the questions or just like comments I got based off of that post. So yeah, this is basically for my tall queens out there, #TallQueens. I'm going along with the Twitter thread that kind of started this whole thing. So a little background on me. I am 6'1". Sometimes I measure 6 foot, sometimes I measure 6'1", sometimes I measure 6'1.5". I just say I'm 6'1". I'm proud of my height. Legs to Jesus, literally. Like, my legs are so long. But yeah, I've been 6'1" since I was probably a sophomore, or no, I would even say freshman in high school. So yeah, I'm now in my late 20s or like mid 20s. Am I late 20s or mid 20s? I think I'm like mid 20s. Y'all ain't getting my age yet. But one thing I never really got like picked on in school about, I did have friends, but they were like really friends that would like call me like a giraffe. But I like giraffes and I think giraffes are beautiful, so I didn't really mind it. And they were my friends. They weren't like bullying me or anything. So I never really experienced any sort of bullying because of my height. Of course, I was taller than most of the guys. So that was, but I wasn't really focused, to be honest, on guys at all in high school because I was playing basketball basically all year round. So I was more focused on sports and doing me, basically. One thing I will say that I have become more confident in my height. So I do remember times where I didn't want to wear like really tall heels because I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be towering over people. But now I'm like, I don't care. I like literally will wear 5-inch heels. Like in that picture that I posted on social media, I think that's why it became so much of a topic of conversation, because not only was I saying I was 6'1", but I also was like, had 5-inch heels on. So it was like, man, she's 6'1", plus she's wearing like these really, really tall heels. So a lot of the questions were like, how do you feel confident in wearing heels, honey? Like, I don't care how tall you are. You could be 6'5" for all I care. If you want to wear heels, wear heels. Like, that's my simple response to that. Like, I don't ever feel like I'm going to sacrifice how I look, basically style. If I like a pair of heels, I'm going to buy them. Because you can't change your height. Regardless, you can change your hair, your nose, your mouth, your lips. You could change pretty much everything about you, but you cannot change your height. Do not be afraid to wear heels just because you're tall. Like, yeah, you're going to stand out. Just know that. But guess what? It's going to be for a good reason. Like, yeah, you might get questions of, do you play basketball? Are you a volleyball player? Oh, are you in the WNBA? Like, I get those questions all the time. But guess what? I just go with it. Sometimes I even mess with people and say, yeah, I am. Now, what are we going to talk about now? You know, so just be confident in your height. Be confident in who you are and own it. Own it, period. Like, that's all when it comes to anything. Own what you do. And I'm telling you, people are attracted to confidence, to somebody that looks like they know what they're talking about, they know what they're doing. I can sit up here and talk y'all ear off. If I act like I don't know what I'm talking about, you're gonna be like, you're gonna click off this video. But because I'm sitting up here confident in what I'm saying, you guys like, okay, what is she, like, what? Okay, so yeah, so own your height. It's nothing you can do about it. Own it. Or another question, or just, I think somebody wrote to me in my messages was like, where do you find pants? Because in the picture I posted, I had pants on. And obviously they were long enough for me. I'm never gonna wear pants that are like flooding because I'm tall or I have heels on. So in the picture I posted, which I'll put it right here. In the picture I posted, those pants were actually from my online boutique, Vonshay, Vonshay.com. My site, if you see anything on me that I say is from my company, know that it's long enough, because I'm the one that's purchasing that stuff. I'm the one that's making sure it's long enough for me. So I'm 6'1". If you see it on me and it's from my site, know that it's gonna be catered to taller women because I'm tall. So that's my next thing, is know your body type. Know that if you have really long legs, of course you're going to have to find jeans or find companies that make jeans that are long enough for you. That's the one thing I hate. I hate seeing, like, or I feel like sometimes it's hard for taller women to find like long pants, because I have girls that come up to me all the time and ask me. But nowadays there's so many online sites that you could shop on that have long pants. So one of them is Misguided. I know I talked about Misguided before because I'm obsessed with them. And it seems like even their regular size stuff, because they do have a tall section, but even their regular size jeans or pants, they always fit me, or they're always long enough. So I think they just make their pants longer. But they do have a tall section, which I have ordered jeans from. But don't feel like you just stuck in a box of the tall section, because most of the time I don't get stuff off the tall section. I literally just know that the company makes stuff longer, and I just order from the regular section. I just order my regular size. So yeah, Misguided is one of them. Another company that's really good with tall jeans or just pants is ASOS. I think that's how you say ASOS. And I have a few jeans from them as well that fit really, really well. So you just have to really know or your body type, number one, and then you have to know, have companies that you have ordered from or you've shopped at before, and you stick with those companies. Like when it comes to pants, I only really stick to a few companies because those are the companies I trust, and I don't want to have to go back and forth in terms of returning stuff or being like, man, this don't fit me right, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, so to answer that question, I literally just stick to companies that I know. I will put a list in the description box if I think of some other companies that I shop at a lot for like pants. Okay, so this next question I got is like, I know I hate addressing this because, I mean, not that I hate addressing it, but somebody asked, well, who do you date? And I'm like, that is so, like, I guess when I was younger, I did sometimes worry about that. Like, I would be like everybody, who am I gonna talk to? Because like, I'm so tall. But trust me, like, it will happen. Like, you're not, just because you're tall does not mean no one is out there for you. Obviously, some taller women date guys that are shorter. I am not that girl. I have to have a guy that is taller than me, and preferably a good amount, like we got a good gap in between us. So yeah, so dating wise, I hate that question because I'm like, if somebody likes you, they're gonna like you regardless of your height. Like, I don't like when people just make it seem like tall women are just unattractive, or we're not gonna find anybody because we're tall. As you get older, that kind of fades away out of your head about like dating and stuff. But I think for younger girls, it can sometimes be discouraging because you are so tall and you're like, who am I going to talk to? Or is anybody going to find me attractive? Honey, trust me. Guys will find you attractive. You will find somebody that is taller than you or the same height as you. I don't know. But is not, it's really, that is so minimum to like the big scheme of things. So I would not even worry about that whatsoever. It will happen at God's time, God's plan. Cue God's plan. So yeah, just let it happen. It's gonna happen eventually. It's not the end of the world. High school is not the end of the world. You have so much life to live. Like, trust me, you have so much life to live. Just enjoy being in high school and focusing on yourself for as long as possible. For as long as possible. Another thing I will say, just get used to the fact that people are gonna come up to you and ask some very dumb questions. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. People are gonna ask dumb questions. Like, they're gonna make a big deal out of your height. Especially when I have heels on, people really make a big deal out of my height. But I've just learned to go with it. It does get annoying because this is how I look at it. If me, myself, and I went up to a shorter person and was like, oh my God, you're so short. Like, how short are you? Are you a midget? Blah, 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 blah. It will be an issue. But for some reason, coming up to a taller person and making a big deal out of their height is not as much of an issue. So it is very hypocritical. And me and my friends sometimes talk about that, because there was a time like we would all go out as a group, and I remember we would get that every time we went out, was like, oh, do you play volleyball? Do you play basketball? Do you play? And we would be like, why do I have to play a sport just because I'm tall? Like, can I just be me? Like, why do I have to go around playing a sport because I'm tall? So we did sometimes get a little like frustrated, but now we just go with it. Like, I literally sometimes will be like, yeah, I do. Knowing damn well I don't play no volleyball. I used to play basketball, but I just say it. Or, you know, like, because it's just like sometimes it gets so annoying to explain that if you just say yes, they'll leave you alone. So I would just say, just get used to that. It's funny. Make a joke out of it. Like, say something clever back. But just get used to it. Tall women, take it as a compliment. Like, you attract a lot of attention. That's just what it is. You're going to attract a lot of attention, period. So that's about all. I kind of went all over the place. But this was just based on some of the messages I got from that Twitter thread, Tall Queens. I want to really make this video because that is my mission, is to inspire women in general, but then also women that relate to me, to inspire them, to encourage them if they don't feel beautiful or they don't feel like their height is a blessing. I want you to feel like that. So that's what this video is mostly about. That's what being a model citizen is about. It is about being the best, most authentic version of yourself. Not trying to be someone else, not trying to be like me, not trying to be like your favorite celebrity. It's about being yourself. And being yourself is accepting all of you of what God gave you. And guess what? God gave me this height. I can't change it. So I'm gonna embrace it, and guess what? I'm gonna kill it while I'm embracing it. I know I have a lot of women that watch this channel, but for anybody struggling with any self-confidence issues, be yourself. That's the best advice I could give you. I love you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm almost to 500 subscribers. I know that's not a lot to people, but my channel is slowly growing. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with slow progression, because guess what? Any progression is a step in the right direction. So I want to get my channel to 500 subscribers by the end of this month. So help me do that. Go tell a friend. Go share this video. Go subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I will see you guys next time on Model Citizens. Bye, you guys.
Let's go. There's something about this girl.